Okay, problem three. The point of problem three really was just to get you sort of working on, how to do these things graphically and whatnot. And so to find a plus b, what you do to add two vectors is you would take the two vectors and put them head to tail. So I'm going to try, you're going to have to pretend that this is the same length as a. That's actually better than I expected I would do. Okay, that's a. And these guys are supposed to have vector hats over them, but because of the way, I think when I, changed the size of the image file that I was using here to put it in Microsoft Paint, it sort of, conked out. So then you take B and put the tail of B on the head of A. So that gets us to around there. Okay, and there's your B. Okay, and then to find what vector C is, if I say, C equals A plus B, then you draw from the tail of A to the head of B. Oops, come on. There we go. All right, so can I? No. Okay. So this is now my C vector. Okay, and so that gets you. And just to be clear, that is the head of C down there, this triangle, and that's how that works. Okay, so now to add up for this one, for part B, I'm going to add up A plus B plus C. So let's go I'm just going to do, how should I do this? Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is do A like this. Okay, and then I'm going to get my green. And do B. Oh, yeah, well, I'm using different colors from the other problem for A and B, but whatever, who cares? So this is B. A was the red one, of course. A, and then pretend that's a vector arrow, not some Indianapolis Colts looking thing. I don't know. Sideways. Okay, so that's A, B, and then if you want to add more vectors, you just keep adding them head to tail, or tail to head, no problem. So there's your C. Okay, and so if we want to say what is A plus B plus C, well, we go from the tail of A, the start of our little chain of vectors, to the head of C, which is the end of our little chain of vectors. So this purple vector here would be A plus B plus C. Okay, so for number three, I want to find A minus B and B minus A. So let's start with A minus B. So to find A minus B, there's our A again, and we put the vectors tail to tail. I notice I should put an arrow on A. There's A. Okay, and then put them tail to tail, and we do this. And then to find A minus B, now here's the trick. The trick here is remembering which direction to go. If you're trying to find A minus B, sorry, there's B. If you're trying to find A minus B, do you go from the head of A to the tail of B, or the head of B to the tail of A? And I'll be honest with you, I always have trouble remembering this. So one way to look at it is, suppose we're trying to find, let me write it, well, I'll write it up here. No, I'll write it down here. Okay, so let's say we're trying to find C, which equals A minus B. So let's turn that into an addition equation. Okay, so to turn the subtraction to addition, we bring the B over here. So we go B plus C equals A. Okay, so now what we're trying to do is set up an addition where B and C are added together to make A. And so then it becomes obvious, oh, right, okay, so C would have to go from the head of B, or sorry, from the, wait a minute. Right, have to go from the head of the B to the head of A, so that you have, for this C here, which is A minus B, they would work for this equation where A is B plus C, so B plus C, like that. Okay, now to find, so this is A minus B, there in the blue, and then to find B minus A, well, B minus A is just going to be the negative of A minus B, right? So B minus A equals negative C. Okay, so if we want to draw that, we just draw our C vector there backwards. So something like that, except straighter. No, except not backwards, sorry. Link. Let's see if I can undo. Yes, I can. Okay, so like that. There we go. And that is our negative C vector, which is B minus A in purple. Okay, so last one is 3A minus 2B. Okay, so getting super tricky here, right? So to find 3a minus 2b, first we got to find 3a. Okay, so if you're multiplying a vector by an integer, then it's really easy because you just stack up however many copies of that vector, or however many of that vector you need. So there's an a. Okay, here is, oh come on, piece of crap. All right, another a, and then another a. Okay, and then 3a minus 2b. Now the trick here is the easiest way to do this, I think, is instead of going 3a minus 2b, you go 3a plus negative, or let's see, actually, well, no, actually what I want to do is call this plus negative 2. No, hold on, that's still not right. Let's see, plus 2 times negative b. There we go. So this makes it easy because you're taking 3a is a plus a plus a, and then we're adding 2 negative b's, okay? Negative b looks like b, except it's going the other way. So there's your negative b, okay? So now, if I want to add that, there's one negative b, and there's another negative b. Okay, so now, what I've got, if I just connect these two things, is this here is my vector 3a plus 2 times negative b, which is the same as saying minus 2 times b. And there we go. That's it. And again, the point of this little problem was just to get you, thinking about how these things work graphically and developing sort of an intuitive feel for vectors. Okay, so we'll move on.